Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the exciting and everything and amazing Propagandacast from your host Imperial Dane, the one and only master propaganda, heroes like defender of the fatherland, off to everything and amazing 1v1 on Twin Beaches. In the south it is Debakle fighting for the British Empire, the Commonwealth, the 1st Armoured Division here with Australian defence, popular as ever. In the north it is Pneumonia, fighting for the German army, the 44th Reichsgrenadier Division, with a lot of pioneers for an opening. So far, 5 pioneers, and he's also gone for breakthroughs. That is definitely an interesting combo there. We'll have to see where, of course, this goes. Big hearty thanks to my Patreon supporters for continued and generous support of the Propagandacast. Keeps making all these wonderful videos possible. Big hearty thanks to William for donating with a generous donation. There's a big thanks to William. You're absolutely wonderful person, you. And a big hearty thanks for commenting and liking my videos. Helps out immensely with the YouTube algorithm. So, 5 pioneer openings so far. That's going to be obviously a lot of pioneers. 6 pioneers, okay. 6 pioneers. A lot of pioneers. A lot of ability to grab points there. Theoretically down mines as well. Of course, it's going to be interesting to see how handles handling all these pioneers. That could deals with a bit of risk. And of course, they're going to struggle a bit to scale there. And he's also going to be vulnerable to light vehicles. So this is definitely, I mean, in terms of like just early map control, definitely potential, like, you know, get a lot of places. And there's a lot of other stuff you can do with it. But it's also not without its risks. So definitely not a recommendable opening. Unless you're really in for something different. He's also committing most of them northwards. Like, interesting enough, we're not seeing any pioneers saying southwards to an extent. Okay, 7 pioneers. 7 pioneers, yes. A lot of barbed wire there. I mean, obviously, I can understand why he wants to, like, you know, work them together in an extent. Because, again, individually, they are going to get trounced. But if you get a lot of pioneers together, they can do a fair amount of damage. In this case, the Australians just quickly withdraw in the face of the pioneers. So, again, there's a sort of logic to what Pneumonia is doing. A bit twisted, but there's a logic. 7th Pioneer Squad on the way there. No Infantry Company, clearly the 44th Reichsgrenadier Division Pioneer Abteilung or Battalion has been committed here. Probably Battalion, not Abteilung. There's happening about here. Moving in the section here. Moving in with the MP40s, we got the Vickers machine gun there for Debakle, and obvious response is just seeing so many pioneers. Blimey, that's a lot of pioneers. A medical station and infantry company there for Pneumonia. Part of me would, you know, if you had the munitions, suggest a medic bunker, because that kind of makes more sense if you're going to go for that many, like, you know, squishy infantry. They're going to, like, generate a lot of casualties. So a medic bunker here would, honestly, at some point, you know, I think they're a very good idea, but still, obviously, early on, healing is going to be a must either way, though. But there we go, infantry company. I'm guessing an officer's quarters, because, again, 7 pioneer squads. The faster you can get them veteran, the best. But he's seizing the entire north side of the map here in a somewhat unprecedented maneuver here. We even got mines here. Absolutely sort of interesting to split here. I really don't see a lot of on Twin Beaches like this. But here we are with Pneumonia and the German army. Definitely breaking up the usual metagame here by boldly going places most players would never dare go. Yeah. But there you go, Samp's going for the cut-off point here. Not that he's really cutting off a lot at the moment, but it was, I suppose, a matter of principle there for Debakle at this point. Bloody Germans, I'm going to hit that cut-off point even if it doesn't cut off anything.
Enemy forces have claimed our territory.
Well, my name isn't Debakle P. Winkelmeyer. Your name's Winkelmeyer? Shut up! Anyways, I don't know if his name is actually Winkelmeyer. I just, you know, had to come up with something. It was the first thing that for some reason struck my mind. Officer's quarters there for Pneumonia. And of course, if his name turns out to actually be literally Debakle P. Winkelmeyer, I also do apologize. I didn't mean to, like, you know, spill the beans. But statistically speaking, very unlikely. Very unlikely that turns out to be his name. But, you know, I just, like, you know, want to cover my bases there. Anyways, mines on the cutoff point. Aggressive mining, and certainly does make sense if you're going to go for that many pioneers. You do want a lot of mines. And officers quarters up, need to withdraw the pioneers here. They're going to get wiped. Mine actually got finished. Sappers blown apart there, losing a few legs in the process. Humber there for Debakle. We do get a resource carriage here being planned for Pneumonia. Interesting choice there. That said, Debakle, of course, is going to be hitting him with a fast light vehicle, and this is also, I think, currently the major weakness here by far in the Pneumonia strategy here. It has absolutely no way of doing light vehicles, hoping, of course, Debakle drives straight into mine, which, I mean, if you lay down enough, isn't entirely impossible, but still, it's asking an awful lot there of your opponent and chance. So it's not, again, something I'd recommend. You definitely need to take up and get something in. We got the machine, we got the Grenadier squad as well. I mean, white phosphorus rounds, Panzerfaust can somewhat help alongside the mines, but even then, not without his risks. Still, it's something else for sure. I mean, this is definitely not something, let's see the typical high tier matches here. Humber busy at work there versus the Pioneers in the south there, going for the cut-off point again, really just trying to mess with the Debakle by just pushing out so many more units than he can actually manage, like individual units, that is not population-wise more units. Vickers here, though, dealing with the German head on assault here. Pioneers about to get wiped there, doing a bit risky there. Tactics here from Pneumonia, but he got the cut-off point defended. Pioneers in trouble as the Humber and the sections. Cut-off point, they cut off. And up here, Pioneers also in a bit of trouble. Mines spotted by the sappers. Pioneers withdrawing here. Got the cut-off point. Denying here Debakle a lot of resources. Even as about to find the same here. Machine gun suppressed. No Panzer Grenadier Company. No Luftwaffe Company out yet of Pneumonia here.
Has taken a victory point.
So if the German player's map control is looking more like a donut, like a control, like he's got all the edges almost of the map except for the opponent's base, and then the center's like, you know, its opponents. Second Humber there for Debakle again. A lot of Pioneers, no Panzerfausts. I mean, that makes a lot of sense, and so far though, I mean, his opponent, that is Pneumonia, he is only further playing into it by just not bringing like much like the other light vehicles. So, I mean, right now, I mean, going double Humber here is an incredibly, I think, smart strategic move here by Debakle against his opponent. Then he's machining northwards, reconnecting the northern munitions. Certainly could also make more attempts to help the munitions in the north because he's clearly going to lay down a lot of mines, in which case he's going to need a lot of munitions. Got an Opel Blitz out here for him. Definitely unexpected as well there. Not a unit you see a lot of. I do believe they actually made it a bit cheaper. They only made it sort of work for the player himself using it. So,
The enemy has claimed our sector.
Opel Blitzes, not a unit you see a lot of at the moment. Sappers withdrawn here. Pioneers going especially up north. Plus the machine, we got mines here again. He's really betting everything on mines here versus Debakle. He's absolutely betting heavy on them. And technically, again, not a bad idea, but obviously has its risks. Mines explode in the southeast. Sappers taking losses. 6-pounder gun there. No tech yet here out of Pneumonia. Need to get off that mines. It doesn't like get away its position there. Definitely very crucial. Machine gun fire away, but with that white phosphorus round, it's not going to do too much damage here, and certainly not enough to like really threaten them. He's going to have to withdraw here. Humber may, of course, want to pull back. Oh, Opel Blitz, I mean, want to pull back. Your Blitz, of course, was one of the main trucks of the German army, though of course it is worth noting the German army operated a variety of trucks from a variety of manufacturers, which in fact was a massive problem on the Eastern Front, as they would also operate like French trucks, Austrian trucks, you name it, basically all kinds of trucks, which caused massive logistical issues because the various trucks required various issues of support here. Pioneers being mauled here by the Humbers, going to be a wipe there. Panzer Grenadier companies that's going to be a packet to counter them. Maybe Stug. Mine goes off, almost taking out the Sappers. Pioneers in the cutter pumping mode by the Vickers. We've got Pioneers flanking the Vickers here. Going on hard for das Vaterland. But not hard enough. Another Pioneers retreating. Another Pioneers group wiped. He's down to just 5 Pioneers. Go there, go popping the flares there to increase accuracy. Well done there by Debakle. Thumbs up. Opel Blitz just sort of staring into the horizon as it doesn't know what to do at the moment. So definitely not your average match. You could of course just set up the fuel point, get himself some more fuel, maybe push out some Stugs. The south here we got the Pioneers sitting up at the southern fuel point. We shouldn't give it also sitting out. And uses the section in the cutoff. Quick steel hand grenade. And there you go, pack 40 here for Pneumonia. Machine gun setting up sharp here, going to try and flank the British forces there. Catching the 6-pounder gun crew there in a bit of an uncomfortable spray of lead. Pioneers up north here versus Sappers. Yeah, they're getting shot at a lot, then he's not paying attention. They're taking a lot of extra damage, in fact. Can get a wipe here, which is obviously not good. Meanwhile, Debakle, of course, further leveraging the current situation. Just rush ahead here for armor. Thumbs up to Debakle.
Surplus of command points available.
Savvy move there, I would say. Savvy. Definitely an unusual build again here from Pneumonia. Got the Pack 40 ready, the Panzerabwehr on the 40. Still not using the White Phosphorus round here. In this case, he doesn't have the munitions for it, I believe. Further south, Sappers versus the Pioneers. Smoke being deployed here to cover out the machine gun. Thumbs up to Debakle. And we got here the strength and economy ability, which makes the caches cheaper, but also tougher. North here, will Blitz continue to provide fuel here for Mr. Pneumonia. In fact, he's getting more fuel right now than Debakle. Quite impressive that way. So thumbs up to these moving to the munitions point, probably for more mines and whatnot. No sandwich Stug. Anything else? We got the Panzerabwehr just hanging back here.
Territory sector lost.
A lot of mines laid down, but also a lot of mines being spotted here by the Sappers, which obviously going to ruin a bit of the surprise here for Pneumonia and the German army here. Sappers are taking a lot of damage, but it's going to be able to clear up both mines here. 6 munitions gone, unfortunately. Of course, certainly highlighting the danger of placing your mines too close together. I mean, obviously, there's going to be a bigger boom if they do get hit, but it also just creates a bigger jackpot for the enemy's minesweeper teams. That's always something you do want to keep in mind here. Kills-wise, I mean, obviously a bit of a big difference there. But once again, the Humbers arrived. It really became much more lopsided. This again, Pneumonia right now just lacks any significant counters to it. But map control-wise, he's doing surprisingly well with this. But it is certainly an expensive strategy, manpower-wise, for him. Panzer is on the way there. Fort Pneumonia, thumbs up to that at least. Pioneers done laying down mines. I think Debakle Mount just spotted it here.
Panzer Grenadiere have been deployed to the front.
Or not. Costing my Humber. Nigel, do you see the Germans doing anything? I think they were tying their shoelaces. All of them at the same time. Yeah, just drive here. Alright. Boom. Artillery there being deployed to flash out those bloody Jerry bastards from the roofs. On the roof there, Grenadiers, Pioneers setting up. Panzer Grenadiers being forwards. Pack 40 remains in reserve position, but yeah, the mine they're knocking out the Humber's obviously a bit of a win there for Pneumonia, to put it gently. Certainly puts a bit of a twist there on what Debakle is doing, and not the good kind of twist. You know, the kind more twist like in Twisted Angle than plot twist. South side, Panzer Pioneers moving in here, back at Debakle's base. No sign on yet. I would not be surprised to see a Matilda 2, a Crusader here, or some foot guards. Another MD4 here, though, out of Pneumonia. Interesting choice there. Shilhan Grenadiers upon the Pioneers assault. All Blitz just continues supplying with munitions, I assume, though it doesn't seem like he's got it set up at the moment. Further south, Panzers with the Vickers, second MD4 team ready. Need to withdraw these before they get utterly annihilated. Another flare here at Debakle's Humber as Pneumonia and the 44th Reichsgarnison launches their assault forwards. Pioneers have actually 3 withdrawn, machining gewehr, and the pack's just sort of still hanging back. It's not trying to catch up with the Humber at all. Further south here, Pioneers as the Australians and the Vickers. All being bumped off.
Initiating requisition.
Support arm elements here for Pneumonia. Could be Stugs, could be Nebelwerfers. We'll have to see. No foot guards yet here out of Debakle. He usually has the manpower, and they could probably still have like manpower once they're done for some armor as well. So a bit interesting choice there. Though of course it could be Debakle is just prioritizing getting at some kind of armor first. Okay, there you go, Matilda on the way there. But again, I'd arguably like just had foot guards up much sooner. He'd still be able to go for the Matilda right about now.
Ready to be deployed.
Quick thought there. Sappers busy up north. Further south, the British will swing through here, make good use of the lighthouse here to form up a zone of denial for German infantry.
Bastards have secured our territory.
Has he at least remembered to set up the blitz to the munitions point? I think so, no? Hard to say here. Okay, there you go.
Territory lost.
He has. Thumbs up. Artillery being caught in the machine again there.
Our enemy has the advantage. We must stop them.
Humber sneaking in. Pack has actually moved a bit further forward, so that's a plus. We can see there, though, Debakle definitely drawing in the Germans before slamming them back here. Foot guards on the line for Debakle after his Matilda 2 infantry tank has arrived to provide British justice to the battlefield. Pioneers, they're quickly buffed off by the Australians there. Those Aussies are not having any of that German nonsense. And further north, Pioneers has the sappers, but without heavy fire support, this Pioneers are definitely not going to have a great time. The machine gun can't see them because of the tree in the way. Sometimes it can be hard to tell if it's a tree that's going to block something or a, just shrubbery that doesn't block anything. That's definitely, I think, what happened there for Pneumonia there. Foot guards arriving there. British forces want to jump to the fence. More mines. Like, he's laying down a lot of mines in this case, had to cancel. Panzergrenadiers moving in, but without anti-tank support, they're going to struggle a bit here. Saps in trouble. All blitz to be engaged. Cut off of picture pumping hit. Their fuel tonight as well as do the Germans. Still no real clear what he's planning. Oh, there we go. Pack gets the Humber. A stinging blow there to Debakle. A nice win there for the German army. Certainly helps offset some of the issues right now going through here for Pneumonia. Though, of course, even with the Humbers gone, there's obviously now a bigger, more armored threat here out of Debakle. That is the Matilda 2 infantry tank. Machine gun Pioneers supporting with a section there. It's a push for the cutoff point. Machine gun flanked with Australians. Need to withdraw that, and Pack 40 is also now quite exposed, pushing for the fuel hill here. Pioneers going to be up north. Got the Matilda rolling forwards. We got Debakle with a second Matilda. Pneumonia could go for another H-Stug, I mean. There we go, he actually does it. Thumbs up. He could, of course, also try and take up here. Panzergrenadiers being engaged by the Matilda 2 infantry tank. We got 383 versus 313. They can see basically dealing with the German forces that push southwards here. A lot of action. I mean, to an extent though, I mean, Pneumonia is fairly well handling all of these various smaller separate units. Hasn't like suffered like massive wipes. That's it. At times again, there's clearly a bit of a struggle, I think, sort of appearing when like having to coordinate them all in more effective manners. Mine goes off here. Foot got taking them on loss here.
We've captured the territory, Commandant. What now?
Got
the Stug 3D ready here for Pneumonia and the German army, the 44th Reichsgrenadier Division, Hoch- und Deutschmeister, so named after the title of the Teutonic Order's Grand Master. I believe it was. Stug setting out, fought in Italy after having been destroyed in Stalingrad and then got rebuilt in Italy.
We have lost the sector.
Fact. Until there, Australians into the Pack 40 here. Eventually 2 there. Panzer's being forced Pioneers support. Matilda can further push back. Stug could try and flank in from the south here, but ignores what's going on here. Bit risky there, honestly. Up north, south versus the section versus the machine gun there. Pioneers further pushing onwards here. Like, really aggressive pushes here with all these Pioneers. Like, just ruthlessly diving in there against Debakle. Machine guns there. Planking away at the Stug without really doing anything. And we got Matilda pushing for the base here. Machine gun bunker taking fire from British armour. Gotta eat the Stug over there. And honestly, I think another Stug would be a very good idea here for Pneumonia versus Debakle. Gun is flanking the 6th Pentagon, catching in there. Really aggressive maneuvering at times here from Pneumonia. Like, kind of impressive to see, like, kind of flanks he pulls off here. Debakle is definitely, like, struggling to, like, just handle all these Germans suddenly appearing, like, from areas he clearly wasn't expecting. Thumbs up to Pneumonia, at least in that sense. I mean, strategically, though, he definitely, I think, could do the sub-all work. Like, he's definitely left himself too vulnerable to light vehicles. For some there, go lost a Pioneer squad here. But in other regards, I mean, he definitely has got something going for him if we just, like, executed all a bit better, I think. Flashing out the Vickers there. And there goes spotting here, his fuel cache. Wrecking the sandbags. Could do some light repairs. Nebelwerfer here. Not entirely sure this is the ideal choice here for him, honestly. I mean, Debakle does some support weapons in infantry, but I feel like the main thrust here of Debakle's force runners the Matildas and the Foot Guards. And I don't think the Nebelwerfer is going to be a great choice. I think another Stug here would honestly make more sense for Pneumonia against Debakle than, like, Nebelwerfer. Or at least another Pack 40. Just a quick note there. Debakle, got grenades, got training, all the good stuff. Nebula right around the corner here. Further south again, the donut of map controllers are being established again here by Pneumonia.
Nebelwerfer artillery ready.
Quick blast grenade here. Debakle effectively knocking out his own cash, but he does get the Pioneers wiped, meaning Pneumonia is down to just 3 Pioneer squadron up to 7. That's quite a drop in Pioneers. Tilda there's engaged the machine crew there. Overblitz probably wants to get out of there as well. There you go, Pioneers being matched up with the Vickers, quickly falls back. And the MD-42 team nearly escapes to death by Matildas. Duke still need repairs. Nebula for holding up here, but is yet to fire. South side, British forces are quickly advancing here for Debakle, looking of course to establish further strong map control against those bloody Jerry bastards.
Enemy forces have captured
Up north,
the
Matilda's
victory
withdrawing. Western point being seized by the sappers. Panzer Grenadiers moving up. All Blitz now moving to the fuel point. I mean, it's not like he needs a lot of fuel at this point. Oh, he's moving to the munitions point. Again, there's definitely, like, you know, a very commonality thread here with most of the stuff. Like, he's clearly relying a lot in just using munitions, like, typically from mines, but also grenades and whatnot. So, I mean, thumbs up to that. Definitely rare to see, like, a Wehrmacht player be this focused on the munitions and, like, just really going hard on them. Panzerfaust here might actually just save the Panzer Grenadiers from wipe Stug. They're fine repair, but need to get the front line. Mines here, clearly concerned about, you know, Debakle there pushing into his base. So again, a lot of mines here, very consistently out of Pneumonia. Like, pretty rare to see a player like just go this hard on mines, and the name is not Zulu. Nebula for bombarding, more Panzer Grenadiers. Again, I do like more Panzer Grenadiers, but I think under current circumstances, the priority should probably be dealing with the Matildas. And the Panzer Grenadiers and the Nebelwerfers have this thing in common where they don't really deal with the Matildas. Did get one here, damage an engine. Vickers here pushing through in the south, could get flanked if he's not careful. Matildas keep pushing at it. Stug diving in here. Pack 40 could also support, obviously. Foot guards are nearby. They almost got, oh, shot bounce. Panzer Grenadiers machine just bypassing it all. 298 versus 280. Looks like here Debakle might just be able to extricate his Matildas from this base assault gone somewhat awkward. Duke though could do some repairs again. Pack 40 being healed and forced. More sappers here for Debakle. And up north here, Germans again, like just pushing in. I mean, that's sort of the thing to worth noting here about, you know, Pneumonia. Like, he's pretty good at, like, just pushing across the entirety of the map at times. Like, you know, he knows he's got a lot of, like, infantry elements and pioneers. Like, you know, a lot of, you know, smaller pieces can move across the board, and to an extent has a clear idea that Debakle can't hold them all. So he's just, like, you know, quick to push forwards. Like, even if he's, like, dealing with something here, he still has, like, the overall perspective, like, just push across the rest of the map. So that's kind of impressive, anything. Thumbs up to that. Panzers of the Australian Sea. Quick to Badladnung. MD-42 setting up here. Vehicle repair being activated up north here. Pioneer sneaking about. We got Nebula barrage going off here. Base though. Oh, he's flying up there, just hitting nothing with it. In the south, the over blitz being routed by the Vickers, alongside the remainder here of Pneumonia Southern Forces. And for now, his donut's been turned more into a pack and a half moon, I guess.
Victory point is under enemy control.
Stug remaining in need repairs. At this point, it's starting to look like Pneumonia's plan is to just hold up for Tiger Tank, which is, you know, a strategy. But again, it's definitely one with a few risks considering the overall current situation and circumstance here versus Debakle. Blitz now being moved to the northern nations point again. MD-42 in a bit of a limb here, getting flanked by the foot guards. Nice push there by Debakle. Matilda's remaining need repairs. There we go. Even got them repaired. Going for the Vickers here with the Panzer squad. Get Badaladen. Blasting that in there. Ooh, close call there for Debakle. Very close call. Australians moving in here, supporting a lot of sappers. Foot guards on the flank. Could get a wipe here on Pneumonia's Grenadier squad. That would certainly be helpful here for Debakle. But no, the opportunity slips through his fingers like an eel. And needler fire again, though the pattern here continues for Pneumonia. There's needler barrages just can't really seem to hit a lot except the terrain. The South Panzers clear up the sappers, get the fuel point back, Stubing up the centre now, supported by a variety of German forces, including the Pak 40. 6 Battalion lining up, a shot hitting engage the Stub, good shot there. Sides here again, Australians hitting back, and again hitting that fuel point right outside his opponent's base. I mean, really impressive work there by Pneumonia. Less impressed with his Panzers rushing straight into the Matilda head on. That is definitely an absolute waste of manpower. Could cost him a wipe if he's not careful. Yeah. Really close call there. That was definitely not ideal, and I'd straight up call that a bad move. In fact, he's about to lose his Pioneers instead of the Panzer Grenadiers, but still not ideal there at all. And I feel like in both cases, obviously very preventable losses. Machine gun now wiped as well there. Ace Pak 40 though, but we got eventually 2 Matilda Roaster added. Trying to reposition, but it's not going to work out. He's going to lose the Pak as well. Debakle there is absolutely just punishing now here. Pneumonia there for some slip up strategically and tactically. As you should, obviously. German troops again trying to flank around here. The spearhead. In the southeast, German Panzer is routed by a single Ace Vickers crew. Starting off in the U-42, hitting a mine on the cutoff point. German forces again just kind of ignoring the Matildas. Which kind of makes sense. I mean, if you can't do something against this, you might as well try and do something else elsewhere. But obviously not without its risks if the Matildas come after it. Panfast off here. Cut-off point here, but due to a rather precarious supply line, the points are actually still connected, which is kind of neat. And he's about to get wiped out. Stug moving in. Only got the Stug now, and the Panthers and the Grenadiers to really deal with the Matilda. We got more mines here, but right in front of the Matildas is definitely a great idea to get away to get his Pioneers murdered. And that's exactly what happens there. Great wipe, of course, there for Debakle. Eventually 3 Pioneer squad. In fact, now Pneumonia is down to just 1 Pioneer squad. A really desperate situation for him. Matilda's withdrawing. Blitz still on the munitions point. Map control continues to be a rather modernist piece between these 2 players. Tiger is getting ever closer here, though, for Pneumonia. Got 224 versus 233. Victory point-wise, it's a small lead for the Germans over Debakle and the Australian/British. We got grants being prepared for Debakle. Thumbs up. Double Panzer has been caught by the Ace Vickers crew here in the lighthouse. Mines exploding. Australians taking casualties there. And we got the MD-42 team there being faced off against Double Matilda Menace. But now, Pneumonia is moments away from the Tiger. The Tiger tank. Direct hit from the left, and then Matilda doing a fair bit of damage. That was a pretty lucky shot there for the Germans in there. You can call in the Tiger tank. You can call in the Tiger. He just needs to press the button. The button. There we go. Tiger has arrived from the 4th Schwerer Panzerabteilung to support the 44th Reichsgrenadier Division. Right, some oomph here up north here. We got the Oblitz with the Australians. Panzerguns flanking in here. Swinging in for the Schwarzland. Tiger on the move. Australian troops in a bit of trouble. Oblitz, though, also in a bit of trouble. Matilda's on the move here. Debakle, though, clearly not quite ready for the arrival of the mighty Tiger. Tiger! And the Grenadiers get wiped out. They're leaving now. Pneumonia, short and infantry, Tiger tank advancing. Matilda shoots whiffs. Panzer Berada here. Tiger tank scores a glancing hit on the Matilda, doing a bit of damage. Shots, though, bouncing off the Tiger tank's 100mm thick frontal armor.
200 points remain. We are losing our
And Debakle, in a not too surprising maneuver here, responds to all this by going for 17 pounder gun leads became for it. Sappers caught laying down mines. Almost got wiped. Tiger tank taking penetrating hit from the side armor for the 6 pounder gun. Very good. Stooks moving in. Tiger tank with the Matildas. We've got flanking shots there again. And while the Tiger tank as a heavy tank did definitely have thicker frontal armor, or side armor, than, you know, pretty much all medium armor, it still is like, you know, can still be penetrated at close range. Like an actual Tiger tank had 80mm of side armor. Oh, mines on the base, they're actually paying off, taking out one of the Matildas. And we might see the other Matilda go down here. This is great for Pneumonia, but of course, horrifying for Debakle. Is going for Grant now. We got a lot of Pioneers here at Fort Pneumonia to, of course, probably repair his Tiger tank. Panzer's moving up.
Reporting for duty.
Almost got the Matilda here. Over Blitz finally got knocked out here. Machine gun there dealing with sappers trying to assist the beleaguered and woe-stricken Matilda. He just tries to get out of there. Reginald, keep turning, keep turning.
Commandant, you have command points available.
Tiger, you need repairs for Panzer's basic. Got the 6-pounder gun. Couldn't take out the mortar, and of course he could just run off with the 6-pounder gun at that. Which would certainly be an additional bit of firepower here versus the British. See, now that he's got no anti-tank of his own. Fuel pumping hit here. Debakle keeping up map pressure. Vic, MG42 team actually here could get flanked by the Panzer Grenadiers as well. He could do with some more infantry. Grappling forts engaging the German assault troops with ferocity, and we've actually got the Stoop. They're gaining the ace level here for Pneumonia, and we got smoke bombs being dropped now. Thumbs up on the cutoff point of all things, allowing to get closer with the Australians, but also allowing to get shot at by the Grants. Tiger that's almost fixed up. Fort there being pushed out. Almost got the machine gun here with the Panzer Grenadiers. And losing the Panzer, but got the Vicar on the MG42 team. Certainly some very brutal and fast exchanges here. But now, Pneumonia's infantry preservation is definitely starting to fall apart here. He's losing a lot of units now. Definitely needs to replace more of this infantry here versus Debakle. It's going to be tough, I think, to keep maintaining that map control there and, like, you know, effectuate any effective pushes here against Debakle. Meanwhile, still has plenty of sappers. He's got the Australians, he's got the Saxons, he's got the foot guards. 6-pounder also got recruit here, which is also great for Debakle. We got more Panzer Grenadiers here, at least for Pneumonia. Stoop there, not fully fixed up here. Engine still looking pretty much worse for wear here. Grant, no. Grant straight into it, taking damage. Panzer was what almost done. Ooh, Grant, he could get knocked out. Can Pneumonia and the 44th get the kill? No. Debakle there narrowly gets the Grant out of there.
Panzer Grenadier squad standing by.
Panzer Grenadiers out there.
Bastards have secured our territory from us.
Great shot on the Australians, almost wiping out the entire section there. Tiger already veterans in one, so good. Those, of course, you happen to be the ones on the receiving end of the Tiger tank. Sappers here, the right next to the ground could be taken out here, and there we go! Grant down. Sappers somehow avoid getting utterly pulverized. And 6-pounder now back was the Tiger tank again. Should have just run off for that, I think, or sorry, destroyed. Okay, we got the high explosive ability there, wrecking the 6-pounder gun crew, but needs to finish off here. German troops in the south in trouble, the Vickers and the foot guards. A lot of action here, and Needle for power arch as well. Does not destroy the 6-pounder gun, which does allow Debakle to get it back. That's a definite slip there, I would say, here by Pneumonia. Stu could also help deal with the troops up there now. It looks like he's going to move in the Tiger tank, deal with what's south here. Grenades down the Panzer Grenadiers out of the foot guards, the good old gammon bomb. I was wondering what was the gammon bomb. It was a bit of a unique concept. It was basically a little pouch we could then, like, you know, depending on the amount of explosives put into it, like, you know, basically get an anti-personnel grenade on anti-tank grenade.
The enemy has taken a
There's also able as a percussive grenade, meaning detonated upon impact. Can't use the Australian siege. Not doing too much there for Pneumonia, to be honest. We got 224 on 13. Pneumonia needs to get his hands back on these victory points. He needs to do it soon. This is definitely a way here the Bar could actually win this. If things were to go south. Tiger then gaining the foot guards. Pioneers being wiped out. Stu there basically with the Australians and the machine gun, getting a kill there.
Increase security around the HQ. We are down to 100 points.
There we go. Point blank blast. Got the southern victory point of this. That one. Got the other point of neutral. Machine guns wiped here. Got a convergence of German force in the center. Gonna try to just drive straight down the middle here and try and do as much damage here to Debakle as possible. Pioneers here was the Australians. Got mortar fire there. More Pioneers here for Pneumonia. A lot of Pioneers again. Mortar there being caught in an incendiary storm of fire there. Almost getting back in the process. Close call.
Pioneers are reporting for duty.
Almost had it there, but not quite. We got 224 to 93. Sappers charging at the panzer grenadiers. They're getting mauled here with the heavy assault rifle fire. Grenades, they're being chucked. Got the cutoff point. Tiger moving in. Nothing from the base heat of Pneumonia. A lot of fuel, by the way. 423 there. We'll definitely get away with taking up, just, you know, churning out a lot of Stooks to support the Tiger. Even like going for the Luftwaffe company and some Bibervins. I mean, there's basically like any number of things you can do with fuel there. Right now, the pressing matter is actually manpower. And again, so many Pioneers and plus the other supported assaulted infantry elements. I think a medic bunker would be a great investment at some point for them. Honestly, would have been ages ago.
We have command points awaiting use.
Ground back the southern field point. Tiger withdrawing here. And there he goes. Sappers here. Caught in the line of sight of the Tiger tank. And there we go. Could get a wipe here. That would certainly help out Pneumonia a bit. And Debakle not so much. Unless those Sappers had some kind of compromising material on Debakle there. Oi! His name's really Winklemite! Good lord! Wait till the press finds out! Stuke there versus the machine gun there, ripping it apart. Safe to say I would not be surprised if Debakle worked at Boeing. But anyways, needle of fire here on the northern point there. Vickers withdrawing, foot guards moving about. Tiger's heading out again. Armor-wise, we're not seeing too much here out of Debakle. No grants, no 17-pounder guns either, which obviously isn't armor, but certainly helps us the Tiger. There you go, 17-pounder gun here. That would certainly make Niederwerfers now more attractive here for Pneumonia. They're a bit more attractive, if anything. Further south here, Panzer lifts the foot guards, almost got the victory point there. Tiger rolling northwards. I feel like he could be more active with the Stug though. It feels like he's got the Stug in his ace and he's just not doing anything with it. We also got a Panzer company here out of Pneumonia. The 44th. Panzer moving in and catching both the Sappers here and the 6-pounder gun in a bit of a bad spot here with Ace Panzer Grenadiers. Diving straight upon the anti-tank gun. Definitely a priority target. I can understand that.
Enemy has 200 points and
Almost got it wiped here. 17-pounder gun right around the corner.
Commander. Victory
199 for 79. He does need to get his hands on those victory points. He also really should destroy that. MD42 team there, quickly holding the Panzer Grenadiers. Final grenade in the foot guards. Debakle there, not quite paying attention. Suffers heavy losses there. I mean, got the 17-pounder gun rushing in. Panzer Company almost done here. Up north, Tiger moving in. Supported by the Pioneers.
Installing a Panzer
Straight to the officers' company. Not a bad idea there. Well, officers' quarters there. Obviously, in this case, it's only going to Tiger tank that at least for now benefits, and obviously it already has, you know, veterans 1 and veteran 2, but still can like get a bit faster veteran 3 with that. $17 being rolled northwards. Tiger advancing. We'll have to, of course, respond to the 17-pounder gun. I mean, another Niederwerfer would actually make sense here now. You could also go for the Starstorm maybe. And there you go, Niederwerfer, they're firing at the machine gun. 17-pounder gun scores straight on the Tiger tank. Pioneers getting hit by the Tiger tank, though. Stu being pushed back here by the 6-pounder gun. Certainly, again, highlighting he should have destroyed that 6-pounder gun while he could have. Allowing Debakle to just keep using that 6-pounder gun, I think, has definitely been a bit of a mistake there by Pneumonia and the Germans. Australians, though, finally expire here as the Panzer Grenadiers just cut right through them. Got the foot guards here as the Panzer Gebalde there that goes off. 17-pounder gun pushed onto the hill. Very nice handling here of the 17-pounder gun by Debakle, by the way. Thumbs up to that. Tiger tank need repairs. Stuke in heavy need repairs. We'll have to see how responsible is. We've got the truck converted into an ambulance. I was doing that while the Americans aren't around so they don't get confused. Swinging the foot guards. 17-pounder gun being towed off by the ambulance. Tiger being repaired, almost fixed up. I mean, having this many Pioneer squads does mean you can fix up this Tiger pretty darn fast. Tank tanking forwards.
We have 75 points remaining.
Bit busy in the south. And we got a Bofors being prepared here now by Debakle. Really? A Bofors? Oh, to defend the northern point here. I mean, that kind of makes sense. But gets run here by the German Tiger tank crew there who spots the British. Trying to do that. Cheeky little thing. But there goes 17 Panagons on the area here, engaging the Tiger tank. We're getting fired out back here. But we've got a 6 Panagon on the scene. And that's them going to be enough here to force Pneumonia to withdraw the Tiger tank list, which is Lucid Stu going for the machine gun here. Tiger gets a good shot off from the height. I mean, might see the Stu here finish it off with the machine gun. Oh, main gun. There we go. Machine gun down. Tiger tank pushback. Pioneers rushing in, but they're taking a lot of damage. Got Needlewerfer fire here. Sturmpanzerfire direct hit on the ambulance. By the Needlewerfer. Almost taken out there. Good guys to the Pioneers in the Stuk here, though. Need to withdraw the Pioneers before they get wiped. 17 Panagon does get alongside the ambulance. Got the northern point here. Further south, Pioneers being murdered by the sections. We got sappers on the victory point here. Pioneers wipe the flamethrower left behind. Ugh. Certainly a bit of a messy fight at ways, but certainly not the stuff. Sturmpanzerfire moving in here, engaging the sappers with its 150mm gun and utterly annihilating Richard there out of Manchester. And Tommy there also falling into the afterlife. More Pioneers here. Tiger tank in extreme need of repairs here. Debakle getting a 17 Panagon on the position, of course. So many Pioneers here out of Pneumonia. He's heading back to 6 Pioneer squads. Sturmpanzerfire rolling in, spotted by the Tiger tank, but again, the Tiger tank is so damaged. This honestly feels super risky. Stupid point blank blast. There we go, ripping through the foot guards. Machine gun, of course, at Ace Little also doing a fair bit of work there. If it doesn't get stunned up. Almost got the foot guards right. Tiger tank pushing the south, and the Stu goes down. Primarily due to the 17 Panagon gun. Smoke goes down way too far to the point where it's practically just comedy. Like just blown up and then boom, 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 boom. Northern victory point falling to the south as we got Mindslave down there though by Pneumonia. Panzer Corps flanking in here. 171 was 37. Tiger moving in. Straight into mine. Ace level, but also heavily damaged. Sturmpanzer flanking from the other side. Panzer moving in there. Not a half bad pincer maneuver as such, honestly. Like, I like the overall execution of it to an extent, except, of course, the Tiger tank was not repaired, so he sends in with next to no healthy. That's basically a major mistake here by him. And that's going to likely cost him the Tiger tank here. He's trying to take out the, kaput. A-17 Panagon here. We got 171 versus 26 here.
We have 25 points left.
A lot of damage. Good battle line here in the 17 Panagon. Wiped. Good guy trying to the Panzer taking heavy damage in the process. Pioneer using southwards. 18 points left. Not looking great here for Pneumonia though. His forces now primarily made up of Pioneers, whereas his opponent's forces made up of things can easily beat them. And there you go, GG, game over. There was definitely something a bit different here, and obviously also what I put out the only match you really could find after the hotfix they've released. Like during the night while I was sleeping, so while I had some replays, they were all gone, so. Although I still thought it was interesting, certainly something else. I mean, Pneumonia definitely, I think, had some interesting things going, but he was struggling a bit strategically in terms of the execution. Like, there's clearly a lack of more anti-tank assets in the early game. There's some cases where I feel like he made some wrong choices there. Like, you know, just overall how to handle it. Could have, like, more Stuks out sooner. Stuff like that. But, you know, it's definitely an interesting strategy and certainly something else. It's also times he showed off, like, show himself off like being fairly good, like just outflanking and outmoving his opponents, actually pulling off some fairly complex maneuvers. So it's obviously not all bad, but there's definitely some areas where like he needs to like, you know, improve upon things there. And, you know, maybe a more to like perhaps smoke support from something like that. I think it also done a lot of good, or maybe some stars to him. I'm also just not sure if that Sturmpanzer 4 there was really what he needed. Also, not either grabbing that or destroying this entertainment, I think was definitely one of the bigger mistakes of that match. That 6-pounder gun really ended up giving him such a hard time. But there you go. Hope you enjoyed this match. You'll learn something from it. If you did, subscribe, like, share, comment. This is Imperial Team. Cheers, and see you all tomorrow for another episode. Bye, everyone.